Hello again. I'm just going to carry on with the teasel that I showed you last week that I started with background wash. As you can see, I've now started filling in the teasels themselves. The colours I'm going to use are all going to be quite in harmony, lots of soft browns, pinky browns, and the purples and the turquoise, so nothing hopefully will be jarring. I want to start doing the spiky leaves that I've left. Now they were masked to retain the white paper, so the beauty of that is I can do my washes without them becoming hopefully too heavy and muddy, and I can hopefully build up the darks all in one go to keep the freshness. So I'm just going to start adding in a little bit of the colours. I want to get some nice variations of the colour. I don't want it all to be identical, so I'll have a little bit with a hint more of a yellowy brown, and then I'll go into my deeper purples and pinks on top so that it just blends together nicely on the paper. I'm just going to darken that a little bit more, that's better. So I'm aiming, if possible, to get a lot of the deep tones in all in one go in the first instance of applying the colour, rather than going back and adding lots and lots of layers on the top. I just want to lose that line there that's just coming through from the background. There we go. I'll just lose that edge. So the leaves actually of the dried teasel, you can see they're quite spiky. They're not nice smooth leaves, they have these little spines coming off of them and the serrated edges, so that's the feeling I want to get. So you'll notice with my masking fluid it isn't a very neat precise shape. I have allowed rough edges to come through, so I've kept the white paper, but it isn't too clean a shape, so it doesn't hopefully look too artificial and too painted in. What I'm after is I don't want it to look as if it's a space that's been left and then it's been very carefully filled in. So it can look, if you're not careful, a little bit artificial. I'm just going to have a richer tone down the edge. Just pushing that into where it joins the stem. So I'm just going to drop some colour into this, and then I want to pull that colour out. So just using a little bit of moisture on the bristles to pull that colour to the side. Just adding again a little bit more water onto here. And then I want a slightly darker wash again right on the edge. And then with my little palette knife, to catch that wash whilst it's damp. And just flick a few little marks out. You can see it's just pulling the damp colour out, putting a little bit of texture into the area where the wash is in the centre of the leaf. So it just gets a hint of texture. And I want to darken across the top to get a little bit more contrast in there. And I'll build all of the leaves up in this way so that they're all finished to completion in one application really of the paint, so one process. I won't be coming back, or I'm not planning on coming back to do a lot on them. There might be the odd little tweak, but the majority of the work for these are all done in the first instance of applying the colour. Just want to get a little bit of interest to the shape on that one. I've quite like the curls that it's got coming through. And I shall build up the others in exactly the same way.